everybody, this is Ascension Soul Coaching. So this morning, which is October the 11th, I told you all that I woke up this morning with a dream about Prince Harry. And it was a dream about him having loss. The loss was regarding death, and he was having a hard time with it. Usually when I dream of death, someone dying actually, is usually someone I know very, very close. And the person, it may not be the exact person that dies. It may be someone very close to me or that person, but I know them. And within a day to 2 weeks, a person very close to us that I know, and they end up passing away. Well, this time today, when I woke up, I had a dream about Harry losing someone in his family, and he was having a hard time with it. And I wasn't going to say anything about it because I don't know Harry, right? I only talk about him and I read for him and we read stories. And I've been following him since he was born, right? But I don't know him personally. So I wasn't going to talk about it because I don't do readings on death. Not online anyway. And but in the dream, there were some other things that happened. So when I woke up this morning, those other things happened. So I said, well, if those things happened, it wasn't exactly like I dreamt it, but it was, I spoke up, told my husband about the dream, told him about what I saw, told him about Prince Harry. And then when we got up, we were watching television, so many things I had been talking about that I said I had saw in my dream actually was on television this morning. So not about Harry, not about politics or anything. It was something totally different. And I'm like, my goodness, look at that. So, and I said, well, if I dreamt that, and we're sitting here watching what I told you I dreamt about, then maybe I should say something about the other part of the dream, which happens to affect Prince Harry. So, is anyone in this, people are asking me, is it going to be Prince Philip? Is it going to be the Queen? I don't know. And I'm not going to say I don't want it to happen, because what Spirit reveals to me, it's just what it's revealing to me, right? That it's going to happen. But what I would say is that if it happens, that, I wish the best for the family. They are elderly, his grandparents. His father's young, not that young. I mean, he's in his 70s, late 60s, early 70s. So, could be a friend of the family. I don't know. But I just wanted to do a quick reading on what's in the next 2 weeks going to happen with Harry. So it's not a death reading, it's not a death wish, believe you me. If it doesn't happen, great, right? But that's what I dream. I put it this way, I do not remember a time where I've had a dream of someone dying within a day to 2 weeks, something significant to that person's family or my family has not happened as far as someone dying. So we'll just see. Like I said, again, I'm not wishing for anybody to die. And I'm not sensationalizing it. I'm just saying what's going to happen in the next 2 weeks with Prince Harry is in regards to his family, his immediate family, his wife's family. So let's just keep it out there. It could be either or. But my thing is not, is someone going to die? This reading today is not about, is someone going to die? I just want to reveal what's going to happen with Harry. That's the question to the universe with Harry over the next 2 weeks, and then we'll see what the cards reveal. Let's just do it that way, so you don't think I don't sensationalize anything like that. My mom died 2 years ago, and it's a painful thing to this day. So it's one of the reasons why I don't read. When I was growing up, actually, I'm getting the cards ready. When I was growing up, I would have these dreams. From the time I was like 9, I would have these dreams. The first person was my grandmother that came to me, and my father's mother. And I had no idea who this woman was. She came in my dream. She was talking to me and waving at me, and I had no idea who she was because she was a younger version of herself. And the next morning, my dad woke me up and said his mother died. Then I realized, and I saw pictures of her when she was younger, and I'm like, oh, that was her in my dream. And I've had plenty of these dreams over my lifetime. So it could be just talks of death or someone's in a bad shape. But usually if it says someone's died, someone's died. Or is going to die. I'm just trying to figure out what's the best cards to read, since I don't do this often. I did pull the Ghost Tarot out, and I'm going to start with that. Okay, so let me just point the camera down and I'll pull, I think I'm gonna pull 6 cards. Okay, just hold on a second. Okay, so this is the Ghost Tarot. And I just want to ask the cards, the universe, the Holy Spirit, to reveal to me what's going to be happening and affecting Harry in the next 2 weeks. So it's October the 11th now, so the 25th. We're not going to go past the end of October. And I only pick one card at a time, so let's just get this going. Okay, first card. You can see it. First card. Card flew out. Second card. Another card flew out. Third card. Now it is reversed. This light, I'm going to cut it down some because there's a glare. It's going to be a glare if I don't. So let me continue with pulling the cards first. At 5 cards is where I'm going to end. And the 6th card is going to come from a different deck as the outcome. Trying to get these last 2 cards out of this deck. Here's a card. One more card from this deck. Okay, and that's the 5th card. So these are 5 cards from the Ghost Tarot. So we're talking about here, intuition of something happening, something being revealed, someone's having a chance to look back over the life and the decisions they've made, and reaping what they've sown, maybe just looking over their life about what they've done in life and having a chance to reminisce about it. You know, there's going to be it's going to be a very emotional time frame. So we are asking about Harry. This is going to be a time he may be having to deal with someone's death and or giving him a rest so he can get himself ready and prepared for this event so he can be more emotionally stable, really emotionally ready to accept it. And then while he's there, they will give him they will have an opportunity to talk to him, use this opportunity to actually have a dialogue with Harry. Maybe new opportunities, there's a change coming that may open up things for him or avenues to him, maybe between him and his brother. I'm not sure yet, but there's a tactic in all this as well. So for the second part, the 6th card, we're going to use the Psychic Tarot for the 6th card, for the outcome. Okay. So, I want it to tell me if it's a death, it's a change in career, it's just a minor conversation, what is going on and the outcome in the next 2 weeks for Harry and what's happening with him over the next 2 weeks, what's going to be affecting him over the next 2 weeks. So anyway, these cards are pretty big, so I'm trying to get one card to show me the outcome. Just one. Next 2 weeks. For Harry. I'm going to take this one. Want it to fall out. So it is recognition and reward. So we're going to read on that. So normally the red means it's a, for this deck it means rods, and that would be the 3 of rods. Okay. So it looks like he's going to be coming home to serve. And they're going to recognize, again, as we said before, what you reap, what you sow. And it's going to be recognized and talked about. So let's look at number 7, what this card says for recognition and rewards. Although it did come out reversed, we're going to see what it says. Okay. To reward a job well done, this is what the card represents. It's a time of recognition for a completed project, hard work, skill, expertise, and craftsmanship. This card is reversed. This card also comes forth to represent a family or group of people coming together, all of whom are aiming and striving toward a common goal. Accept the help that's being offered. More possibilities are in the works. So be sure to lay out a solid foundation from your past achievements, and this will help you be ready for the next opportunity. In addition, this card is also a reminder to take care of your physical body. After all, it's what carries your soul around in this material world. So that's what it says. So remember I told you before, there's going to be a chance to look at what we reap, what we sow. New opportunities. This was the 5th card at the bottom. So there's a time for them to talk about strategies of new opportunities. They do want him to take a rest, and they want to talk about what's happened over the past year. There is an imminent event happening that's the end of something. It's probably because I dreamt of someone's sick, or they're going to let him know that they're sick, and they're going to use this opportunity to talk to him about what's upcoming and how it's going to affect his life based on what he's done. Now, this recognition and reward was reversed, so they could be taking things away from him. I don't think the Queen is very happy. Right here is just the Queen of Cups, but it's reversed. There's a lot of emotional things going on. He's not going to be very happy about what the outcome is going to be. That's what I'm saying. But he is coming back. His head is down, humble. The Queen is going to tell him how she feels. That's that. But to me, there's no sign of death here, but there is a sign of rest. If someone's sick, and it could be Harry. Harry could be the one that's really sick. And they think that, has there been talk of suicide? Has there been talk of someone wanting to hurt themselves, and the word has gotten back to the family? I don't know, but there is definitely some distress, an emotional distress. Someone's taking a rest, or who's sick. They're going to talk about new opportunities, but it's not a reward. It's reversed. They are going to talk about what he's done and some things he's done. They're going to take the opportunity to deal with the situation that he's in and he's put himself in while he's home. So could that also be talks about succession? Is his line of succession going to be talked about? That's another thing as well. Let's see how that. I think people have been talking about that. Like if someone passes away, how will that affect Harry? Will he still be, is it 6th in line? So he's got the Queen, Charles, William's 3 kids. So he's like 6 or 7. He's 6th or 7th in line. Will this impact where he is in the line of succession? That's going to impact all this? If someone dies, talks and the conversation is going to be about death. Something's going to be revealed. recognition, and rewards. Okay, and I want to throw out one more card. Let's see. This is the Haunted Mansion. Harry's is his line of succession. Is his place in the line of succession going to be changed? Is this part of the conversation? So if someone dies, and that's always the line of succession only deals with death, right? If someone dies, what place do you have in line? I haven't finished answering the question. That did pop out, but I hadn't finished answering the question. Good about concern. So we're going to ask that question. One question. Is there going to be discussion about Harry's position in the line of succession? This conversation is going to affect his title? Again, now we have the Four Wands and it's reversed. For me, oh, no, it came up right side up. Four Wands. So, something's going to be given. Something's going to be given. Again, we got the Four Wands. And we got the Four Swords. So we got the Four Wands and we got the Four Swords. So Four Wands is more about talking about achievements, family reunions, putting down your pride, coming together with your family, right? So if that's coming together with your family, this is coming together with your family. This is the underlying issue here, right? So if there is a death in the family, right, or a pending death in the family, a looming death in the family, they want to talk about the line of succession. That's what's going to happen. Because in the dream, I didn't see a funeral. I just know that there's someone died and he was mourning. And he was taking it very hard. However, this seems like he's going to be brought home to talk about his line of succession. And it's not a negative thing. It doesn't look like. It's going to be revealed based on his labor, what he's done, his fruits and his rewards, his what he sowed, he's been rewarded with, right? So what you reap, you sow, kind of sort of thing, right? So they're going to look at his overall contribution to the British family and to the British to Britain and to his family, overall what he has done. It's a very emotional time. They understand that with him. They want to bring him in and they want him to be stable so they can talk about it, because there is talks about succession is what they're going to talk about. What is his place in succession? And the Queen doesn't want to take everything away from him. She wants to talk about opportunities for him regarding what's about to happen. So they're going to offer something to him, and it's going to be based on the reward and recognition. Now, there are some other things that's happened with Harry over the past couple of months, so with Meghan, that they're not happy about, but they're not going to take him out of the line of succession. They're going to offer him something else, because this is the time that they really need to talk about it, because there is a looming event happening, and it will be revealed soon. Okay, I think within the next within the next couple of weeks, you will know what it is. But this all is about them really sitting there and really discussing what his role will be in the line of succession. Where will he be? And they will offer him something. And it seems like it's going to be something that he really likes, because it has to do with family. So yeah, that's a big part of it. They're trying to heal the family too. But I can't tell you who's dying. I just know that there's a discussion about death, discussion about succession, serious discussions about succession. Who and where he fits in that line. And the way it looks is he's going to be very happy with whatever they give him. What they're going to give him and offer him, he's going to be happy with it. Will they accept it? Pull one more card, because you can offer somebody something, but will they accept it? Will he accept what they offer him? Because he left the royal family. So is he going to accept what they offer him? Because my dream was about not only dying, but it was about duty and responsibility, and trying to, even though you're the overall tone was, even though you're mourning, you still have a job to do. That's what the overall theme of the dream was. Even though you're mourning and depressed, you still have a job to do. And I got 2 cards. I need one. This is back to the Psychic Tarot. So, what they offer him in the next 2 weeks. Will they accept it? 1 card. And write that up. Discernment and boredom. This is the card that popped out. Green is the color of Pentacles. 4, again, another 4. There's a lot of 4s in his reading. There's a lot of 4s in his reading. Accepting something for rewards, family communion, family, taking a rest, think about things that you've done. All right. So we're going to read what this number 4 card is. Since he's got 3 4s in a row. Every time I ask a question about him, I get a 4. So let's look at this card here. Boredom and discontent. I'm sorry, it says discontent and boredom. Ooh, will he accept what they give him? 4. It says, this card signifies a time when you may experience stagnation, discontent, and boredom, feelings of restlessness and impatience around you. A relationship, project, or situation isn't moving forward fast enough and could be draining you emotionally and energetically, which we already know about that, right? You're longing for change, and although one door may be closing, don't focus all your energy on it, as opportunity will soon knock. A window of another door could quickly open, and if your attention and awareness isn't focused, you could easily miss it. Watch for synchronistic events that bring books, speakers, workshops, and new people into your life. Any of these could possibly hold a message for you. Have faith in divine timing and know that everything changes for a reason. The card acts as a reminder that it's a perfect time to reevaluate, and search within your heart and soul for fresh insights. So what it's saying is that whatever they offer him, he's not going to want to take it because he's not going to be interested in it. Discontent and boredom. He doesn't want to serve anymore. They want to offer him a new opportunity because of the line of succession. And he's going to say no. Because he's bored. Or at least he's going to tell him he's bored. He doesn't want to do it. And it looks like he's walking away from it. Here's the kingdom in the background. Here's the kingdom in the background. Here's the castle. He's away from it and he's walking away. Head down, walking away. Comes in front of the queen, talks about the order of succession. They're going to offer him something, and he's going to say no. He's going to say he's bored, he doesn't want to do it, and walks away. Doesn't say he's giving it up. It says he's going to tell him how he feels. He doesn't want it. So again, I'm not reading on a death. I'm reading on what's going to happen over the next day to 2 weeks for Harry when he goes back to England to talk to the Queen about his role. There is a discussion, again, about death, about someone sick on a deathbed perhaps. They want Harry to come home and they want him to be stable when they talk to him about it. So that they know something's about to happen. There's something pending. They want him to be very, very, right now they know he's an emotional mess. They can hardly talk to him. So this is the Queen of Cups upside down. They need him to be stable. They need him to be open. They talk about what's about to happen and what his role is in this line of succession. It's about that's evidently, it's very important, right? It's high. It's a huge event that's going to happen very soon. They need to nail this down about where he stands in the line of succession and what he's willing to and willing not to do. But they don't look at it as what he's willing to do at this moment. They're saying, we're going to offer you something. Okay? There's new opportunities. If you just say your grandmother passed or your grandfather passed or someone passed because they're sick, we need to know we're going to offer you this role. We're going to offer you. So let's go back. Something's going to be revealed. It's going to be about someone's health, I believe. Someone moving on, which means the line of succession. They're going to look at what he's given over his few years, past 30-some years, working with the royal family as a royal, senior royal. What, because the past year and a half, while he's been married to Meghan, has been a mess. However, there's a lot of things he's done good prior to that. They're giving him another opportunity. He's not stable. They want him to come in, be stable, talk about the situation that's about to come, offer him opportunities because of this issue that's about to happen. They're going to talk about his look at his recognize him for his rewards and the things he's done for the family and for his country. They're going to offer him something because of this line of succession that they need to nail down, and he is still bored, doesn't really want it, discontent with what they're trying to give him. He's not ready to come back home, peeps. He's not ready to come back home, but he's depressed still. He's still depressed. He's still not happy. He's not happy here over in America, and he's not happy in Britain, in the castle. He's not happy. He's just not a happy person right now, period. That's what's happening. That's what the dream is about. Even though he's going through this, it's about his responsibilities. It's about, even though we're about to go in the morning, we need your help, we need to know where you stand. It's about your responsibility to this family. We're giving you this opportunity, even though everything that's happened over the past 2 years, this event is about to happen, and we need to know where you are. Here's what we're going to offer you, and he's not going to take it. He's going to say he's not going to take it. He's really wanting to walk away. Let's see here. I like this. 1 foot forward. Hold on. 1 foot back. Holding on to the rails. This guy's redhead. Yet again, you can say he's blonde, but I think he's redheaded. He's an internal struggle going on with him right now. Okay, so that's my reading. So expect some huge event to be happening very soon. They are getting ready and prepared for the inevitable to happen, which is somebody is going to pass that they know about. They're preparing for it, because in my dream, someone had died and Harry had to deal with it. I didn't see the funeral. It was either, I want to say it's before the funeral or after the funeral. But everybody knew that someone had died, and it affected Harry in a certain way. He was very depressed. And the overall feeling I had in my head was that it was about, you still had a job to do no matter how depressed you are. You still have to do your job, right? So what I'm thinking about this, so I don't want to get anybody alarmed, because like I said, I don't do readings on people dying. I'm just saying that was a dream, that they are heavily talking about the line of succession. They're expecting someone to pass soon. I would say probably within the next 6 months. They're anticipating, and they want to, because remember, they weren't supposed to talk to Harry again until March of 2021. Around that time frame, make the or at least the end of the year, to make the determinations about what was going to happen between him and Meghan, to reevaluate what was going to happen with their situation, right? Now, I know probably a year ago is when Harry formally told his grandmother said, get your act together, you got to go. Or he told his grandmother he wanted to go. And in March, everything was in place. But the final discussion about what was going to happen until March, right? March 2021. So we're at a year mark as far as when everything was actually put out there that they wanted to lead the royal family as senior royals. However, I do believe that something is prompting this for him to come home. They're saying he's being asked to come home to talk to the Queen, because I think they think there is a looming death coming, and they're preparing everybody for it. So I do not know who. I'm not going to ask who. I don't want to know who. We'll know when we know. Someone close to him will more likely be passing on. So they're talking about the line of succession, and they need to know what he wants, and they're going to offer him something about roles and new opportunities for him, and he's going to struggle with it. He's going to not want to do certain things, or give up his freedom. But in other token, he's not happy in LA either. So he is between a rock and a hard place right now. This is where he's at. I hope you can see that. He's between a rock and a hard place of royal duty to family and to being on his own. You know, his fingers are gripped around here. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, head down. He's been summoned by the Queen, and we don't know what he's going to ask for. I think another week I'll do another reading and see, especially if things start coming forward about what this meeting with the Queen is about, and I'll let you know. But yeah, I would expect that they are seriously looking at someone passing soon. The news of someone probably passing in the near future, or at least they are having discussions about it because they need to lock him down on what is his position. You have the Queen, Charles, William. William has 3 kids, so Harry right now is 7th in line of succession, or 6th in line after the Queen. And that's high enough spot that they need to really seriously talk about this stuff. Do not know if Catherine is having any more children. I don't think she is. I don't even feel like she's having any more kids anytime soon. This is the discussion. Harry's in the 6th position. What are we going to do, or do we need to make changes? Because this is something fast approaching. So that's my reading. Just not click and bait. This is truly what I dreamt last night. So hopefully we get more information about what's happening in that family, so that the British the British community can understand what's going to happen in this family. I know everybody's always rooting for the Queen and Prince Philip to continue to live and reign, because they've been such good leaders for the country. I mean, for what they do. But you know, they have to talk about things that are practical, and yeah, and you can't keep waiting, so they have to put a rest to this. So anyway, that is my reading for the day. I do have a couple more readings. I'm so happy you all are reaching out to me and asking me to read on other things. I do have a couple more readings for the day for questions that people put out to me through the actual YouTube channel. So I will be answering those. Those will be shorter readings. Just stand by and you'll see them come through today. So thank you for stopping in. Let's continue to pray for Harry and his family, and that the best decisions are made, that this man finds a way to find true happiness and balance between his responsibilities and duties to his family and to his wife. And that is the prayer from me to them, and that this may be a very, very, very important time in their life that they need to get right. Okay, and Harry needs to get right, or he'll have to live with the consequences forever, because this is evidently going to be a heavy choice he has to deal with. And someone passes away, definitely a very emotional time in his life. He's already have emotional issues, right? So we need to pray that he gets through this the best way he can, and that his family covers him and gives him the support that he needs, and not get angry because whether he chooses to do what they ask him to do or not, that they still stay close enough to him to offer support as best they can. Sometimes people don't want their support from their family. That's fine, but they just need to continue to pray for him as we pray for them as well. So anyway, thank you for stopping in, and you'll be seeing me later today with a couple more readings. Thanks. Bye. That's why you gotta get there.